morning everyone. So apologies for having started this vlog with no makeup on and having just woken up about 5 minutes ago, which you can probably tell from my really croaky voice. But I'm going to London today. I have a meeting and then I'm seeing SUZIE as well. So I thought I'd start this vlog now while I actually have some time and I'm in bed, rather than picking up the camera about 5 minutes before I'm supposed to walk out the door and get my train like I usually do. I'm struggling to formulate sentences at the moment. It's way too early, but I think I'm gonna go and get some breakfast, which is gonna be very much related to coffee and revolving around coffee. I had a really bad nightmare last night and I woke up in the middle of the night and then couldn't get back to sleep, so it was horrible. Basically I've been watching way too much of The Walking Dead before I go to bed, which is probably my own fault, and I really like it. I really like the storyline, but it's just such a horrible program. Like the zombies and the gore, I just can't really handle it. It makes my heart beat really fast when I watch it. So I had a dream that a zombie was chasing me, which was lovely. London, and I'm here with SUZIE now. Say hello.
Hi, I'm just having some camera issues. Okay.
SUZIE, we were supposed to meet a bit earlier, but SUZIE got stuck on a bridge for about 20 minutes. So I've just been wandering around London on my own at the moment. I actually went and picked up a nail varnish, so if I can get it in my bag with one hand, because I forgot to paint my nails this morning. So I picked this one up. It's from Maybelline. It's really pretty actually. It's called Surreal. It's kind of like a purpley blue colour. So I'm going to try and find a place now in central London to paint my nails, which it's going to be very tricky, but right now we're going to take some outfit photos. I'm going to be camerawoman for SUZIE, and we're right on the mall at the moment, so it's really noisy. People are watching us, and it's a bit awkward. And it was just the most amazing thing being in the same room as Charlotte Tilbury, who was just a makeup queen, and so was so good. And now, like in most vlogs, we're off to find some food. You probably can't even hear me because we're walking along a very busy road and it's very noisy, but we're very hungry. So where are we going to go? We don't know where we're going to go. We're just going to find some food. My first iced latte of the year. That's how warm it is today. And I also have this cookie. This may look like a normal, plain, ordinary cookie, but inside is Nutella. Let's try and get this open. Oh, look at that sweet Nutella-y goodness. Yum. I'm home after a really good day, but then a slightly harrowing public transport experience. I'm not a massive fan of trains and tubes and all that, and today it was especially bad. It was just so busy and I was literally packed in so tightly I couldn't move, and I got really panicky, and I actually got Albert in the face, which was lovely. So I'm probably going to have a bruise or a black eye or something in the morning. I think I'm just going to go and take my makeup off, because whenever I'm in London my face just, it feels so clogged up and dirty because of all the pollution and everything. So I'm going to do a good cleanse and maybe a face mask if I feel up to it, and then probably just get into my pyjamas and get into bed because it's quite late now. I've got a few photos to edit and a few bloggy things to do, so I'll probably just get my laptop and tuck myself up in bed and do it there if I don't fall asleep before I even manage to open it. On a slightly more shallow note, I'm really impressed with how well my hair has held its curls today. I actually curled it in a slightly different way. I used hair straighteners instead of a curling wand, and instead of curling it upwards, if you can imagine, my fingers are a pair of hair straighteners. Instead of holding the wand upwards, I held it downwards and kind of curled away from my face, which is a really tricky way to curl your hair with straighteners. I've never done it before, but it really did make a difference. And I've been through all sorts of weather and stresses today, and I curled these, I think I did this about 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's held really well. I'm probably going to turn this vlog into a 2 days in one vlog, so I will try and vlog. I think sometime on the weekend I should be doing something remotely interesting, so I will see you then. Morning everyone, so it's Tuesday today. I was going to continue this vlog on the weekend, but I just got so overwhelmed with work. I had some videos to film, and then Sunday was Mother's Day, so I thought I would just have a bit of a chilled out family day with my mum. So this morning I'm actually getting my hair cut, so I've just thrown it up into this messy ponytail. It's a little bit greasy at the moment, but I didn't want to wash it because they're just going to end up washing it at the hairdressers. And I just done a really quick makeup. I'll show you what I used. So these are the bits that I used, and for foundation I used my Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation, and I was actually trying to get it out for ages, and I was wondering if the pump was broken, but if you look at the bottle, I think I've actually used it all up. It's pretty much completely empty, and I've never ever even used half a foundation before, so that just shows you how much I love this one. And then I have my Origins Plantscription concealer on, an Hourglass powder. This is Diffused Light, which is just my go-to setting powder. And then I have some Soap & Glory Solar Powder bronzer on, which is a really, really nice one. Looking pretty dirty. The Soap & Glory packaging always gets really messy. And some Max Factor blush. This is one of their cream puff blushes that I talked about in my favourite 5 new launches video. I think that's what it was called. I love these. This is in the shade Alluring Rose, and it's so, so pretty. And then I have this eyeshadow palette from Marc Jacobs on. This is the Lolita palette, and I bought this ages and ages ago. When I first did a Sephora order, I picked this up, and I've really been back into it recently. It's got some really pretty kind of pinky bronzy shades. So I have this colour on in the crease, which is a really nice matte colour, and then this one on the lid. And then I have my Soap & Glory Archery brow pencil on, and some Benefit Roller Lash mascara, which I love. And then on my lips I have this NARS satin lip pencil, which is in the shade Descanso, I think. I can never pronounce the NARS lip pencil names. I am terrible with pronouncing things. So I think I'm going to try and grab some breakfast quickly before I run out the door if I have time, and then yeah, go to the hairdresser. I haven't even decided or thought about what I want, if I want it cut or coloured or anything at all, so I guess we'll just see what happens when I get back. Now, and I was in there for about 3.5 hours, I think, a lot longer than I thought I'd be, but we've basically gone a lot more blonde, as you can probably tell. I think I'm about 80% blonde now. It goes up really high, and I haven't really had much cut off. I think he did about 1 inch just to keep it healthy and get rid of all the split ends because I wasn't feeling a particularly dramatic cut. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, and if you are based in the south, I will leave Josh's details below because he's amazing. He's a balayage king. He just knows exactly how to highlight your hair and leave it looking completely natural. So if you are based here, definitely go and check him out. I was swayed into buying these while I was sitting in the hairdresser as well. They have this wall of products, and I can't help but gravitate towards it every time I'm there. So what did I get? I have the Tigi Catwalk root boost spray. I run out of my All Bay dry texturizing spray, so I thought I would give this one a go instead. It sounds really interesting. It's kind of more specifically for volume at the root, which is something that I really struggle with, so that should be good. And then I got this Redken Pillow Proof Your Blow Dry set, which has, let me get it out. So there's this kind of blow drying primer spray. You put this on your hair when it's wet before you blow dry it, and it's supposed to hold in your hairstyle for a lot longer, so that sounded really interesting. And it's got heat protectant in it, and I always forget to use heat protectant, so that should kind of do do 2 in 1. And then the set came with this as well. It's a pillow proof blow dry 2-day extender, which is basically a dry shampoo type product, I think, but you know, a little bit nicer than your standard kind of really chalky dry shampoo. So I will give that one a go as well. I didn't actually manage to grab any breakfast this morning, and I missed lunch because I was in hairdressers for so long. So I'm absolutely starving now. I'm gonna go grab myself some snack or some kind of meal to just, you know, fill me up. And then I've got lots of work to catch up on that I should have been doing today, and I think tonight is going to be a pretty uninteresting one. It's actually St. Patrick's Day, I think, today. I've managed to subconsciously wear green in honour of that, but let's be honest, I'm not going to go out or do anything. I am not a party person. I'm usually in my pyjamas by 8 o'clock and, you know, in bed by about 10 or 11, so yeah, it's not going to happen. But if you are going out, or if you did go out by now, you would have known. I hope you had a good time. I'm going to get some food because I'm starting to not make sense. So I definitely didn't just fall asleep on the sofa for 2 hours. But as for our exciting evening, we're about to go food shopping, so that's just thrilling. But I think I'm going to end this vlog here, and I will see you all soon. Bye!